Right, so here we are again. Oh. Fair warning, I'm a little bit tired. I've slept like crap, so do keep that in mind in case it sounds anything sounds odd. If I'm lower energy than usual, kind of difficult, but really, it might happen. There we go. I think that's everything. Let's jump in. Right, we have a couple of games left, 6 games of the season. We're not scoring. We're not conceding, which is good. And we also have the possibility that we might be moving to Paderborn, which would mean a completely different schedule. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Could be interesting. Yeah, I procrastinated on things, naturally, until the absolute last second. So, yeah, doing that and then trying to sleep immediately after led to not being able to sleep. Don't do what I do. It's much better to do things like almost immediately. Then you have it done, it's out of the way and you don't have to think about it anymore. Much smarter. I should start doing that myself. I'm great at giving advice. Well, not really. I'm half decent at giving advice, but I'm terrible at following it myself. As evidenced by literally everything. Either way. Well, we'll see what happens in the game. Hopefully that can be slightly more favorable. Hopefully we can get back on track after losing our last game in the league. Like looking at the schedule we still have, I'm thinking that Bremer and Kiel are the difficult games. Kiel we should beat easily. J.League we should be able to beat. Lübeck, they're right around us, so beating them would be very beneficial. And Oldenburg has been struggling as well. So we should be able to grab a few points there. There's basically two of 6 games that are, I would say, difficult. But considering we decided to be a defensive team by accident. Right, damn it. They just changed to the 4-4-2 diamond and have since won ones and drawn ones. When did he take over, this new manager? February 29th. Yeah, so he's won ones and drawn ones. I mean, that's like half their points, not really. Yeah, like that's a decent chunk of their points total for the season so far. So he has them playing well. which is unfortunate. It would have been great if we've done it. We're getting the job at Paderborn. I can suggest any changes you would like to make to Paderborn's backroom staff. You'll be able to request the hiring of members of your backroom staff at St. Pauli whilst enjoying the freedom to alter the contracts or dispense with the services of any staff currently contracted. Staff at both clubs have already provided information on the roles and duties they are prepared to carry out, and upon your acceptance of the job, will begin transitioning immediately. And honestly, it's Puyol, right? Man, let's I'm gonna make a save here for Paderborn. No, because we're gonna take the job, but I want to keep a save just in case. Just in case I want to go back myself and fiddle around. We'll keep that save, and then we're moving. We're moving to Paderborn. Man, okay. Just changes. Believes Paderborn's stature in the game isn't big enough to match their own ambitions. Really? They would rather stay at the... Wow. Wow. Really? They would rather sit at a fourth tier team. Like the second team for a second division team in the fourth division rather than moving to the second division. Really? Okay, I guess we're not making any changes then, because I wanted to bring Puyol with. But apparently he doesn't want to join, which is very interesting considering he was willing to join me at St. Pauli. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll just have to oh no, I can't really. We'll see. We'll just have to add him to our staff shortlist and try and bring him over maybe during the summer. Continue. And we're moving. We're moving. How far is it from to Paderborn from where we currently are? Geographically. Let's see. I'm Googling. We're Googling. Why does it not show me maps? Oh, it's not that far. I don't think. No, it's not that bad. That didn't help me. Why does it not want to give me a map? How annoying. Odd. Oh. That's not too far, actually. I don't have to move that far. Man. It's 3 hours by train, apparently. I like how I started writing distance from, and I already had Paderborn because I wanted to see where it was. I got to distance from and then it had Paderborn, and then it immediately wanted to insert Hamburg to Paderborn. It's scary how it knows. It's scary. I don't think Google should know that I want to know the distance between Hamburg and Paderborn before I actually write it. Even though that would be kind of convenient if I start having questions and I blurt it out. And then open Google and it just goes, we know what you're wondering. Here's the perfect way to search for it. So you don't have to think on your own. Which is very convenient because I don't do a very good job at thinking in general. But yeah, it's a little scary as well. They shouldn't know. Now, is this long processing because we're moving and we had to pack our bags first? Or is it just because it's Sunday and a lot of games were played? That remains to be seen. Are we really taking over on a Monday? That would be kind of convenient. Yeah, that's quite interesting that they were like this early, really into a save. Just make a 2-league jump. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. It's a little bit much, actually. I did give myself a decent reputation, to be fair, so... Okay, we're still at... still here. Oh, there we go. 2-year contract. 3.9k a week. What am I on currently? Now I have to know. We have to know. Same. Oh well. I'm not getting more money to manage in a much higher division. Okay, let's see then. We can't get a little bit more because 3.9k. No. Let's start asking for 4.5 at least. 4.4? Okay. That's fine with me. And then we get a neat little wage rise if we can get promoted, which, yeah, we'll see. Okay. We have signed a contract with Paderborn. There we go. In a move which is sure to spark plenty of heated debate, Dave Dwarf has left St. Pauli 2 to join Paderborn. Dwarf will face pressure to bring immediate success to home deluxe arena, having stepped up from his previous standing to take sole charge. He will need to hit this ground running if he is to win over those who believe his appointment is a questionable decision. I'm honestly myself a little bit questioning the decision here, but Marco Antwerpen was considered to be the favorite for the job, but it is unclear whether the club favored Dwarf all along. St. Pauli 2 will now be looking for a new manager. Despite pre-season hopes of a top half finish in the league, at this late stage of the season, Paderborn currently find themselves in 14th. In the Zweite Bundesliga table, Paderborn have lost 4 of their last 5 games in the league, and they have lost 4 of the last 5 matches. Well, I'm glad they said the same thing twice, because otherwise how would we know? Right, they got decent kits, don't they? I like this kind of kit, to be honest. They are suggesting a team based on my the formation I was playing most. We'll see if this is how we set up. It'll depend on what kind of players we have, because now we don't have to try to have a similar-ish formation to someone else. because, well, with St. Pauli, Hötala plays a 3-4-3 with wingers, but I wanted them to be more central because I want an attacking midfielder. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we don't want a back 3 at all. Maybe we go for a back 4. Maybe we have maybe we go for a 3-5-2 or something. I don't know. I still kind of want to keep the idea of a spine. So a central defender, a defensive midfielder, an attacking midfielder who are well, the spine, and then we'll work from there. I think we'll see a little bit how what kind of players we have, because we don't have to develop players for someone else, which is nice. Okay, we are here. We are in Paderborn. Playing time expectations. All right, we have Odd Center. He's very good for his age as well. So that's nice. That is very nice. We have some really good players. They really shouldn't be this far down. Avoid relegation. Tactical direction required. Yes. First, though, we're gonna go through staff responsibilities. I will deal with the set piece takers because I am the coach. I arrange friendlies. Tactics. Don't we have an assistant manager? We don't have an assistant manager. We'll be on the lookout for one of them then. Training I deal with. We'll leave the youth training to the youth managers. Media, I do that. Transfers and contracts. Finalizing player signings, I will do that. Do we have a... We have a director of football, yes. And they will deal with all of that. And loans. Under 19s is not my job to deal with. So all of this will be director of football. I will only be finalizing signings for the first team because reasons. It's basically to make sure that the director of football doesn't suddenly give someone a contract with the rest of the team. Choose one person, and contract discussions and negotiations, all of that is director of football. Regular, and we want at least average. Facilities, and then we'll use the same for the youth teams. Scouting, I handle the meetings. Sure, why not? Advisory reports, yes. Scout feedback from the chief scout show sounds fine. Head of youth, yes. Development, head of youth. Loan feedback from the loan manager. We have a loan manager, okay. And yeah, we should look for an assistant manager. Recruit directors. We delegate, or yeah. Technical director of football, we delegate that, and maybe we'll have the actual chairperson. Is it? Yeah, he handles those. Head of youth, not mine. Chief scout, not mine. Scouting staff, medical staff, and loan managers, not my job. I don't deal with the managers. Confirm contracts. Why does it give the director of football the job to deal with the technical director? There we go. And there we go. I think that's it. Yes. Okay, let's see. Oh, hang on. It's in the job center. Let's see. Place an advert for an assistant manager. There we go. I think we should be able to. Yeah, we can have 3 coaches. We can have a set piece coach. Interesting. But I think that performance analyst is also my department. We'll see a little bit. We do have 1 performance analyst, which is probably fine for now. Right. Oh. Damn it. Right. Guess we'll have to do that one again. Let's see then. What kind of players do we have? And who should we try to build around? Oh great, we play St. Pauli in the first game. Awesome. So let's see. Let's have a look at the agreed playing time. So there's 12 people that are that have been told they are first team regulars. I feel like Kinzombie might have been lied to. Same with Comte. Sir Lord, which is a brilliant name. Apparently Hofmeier, a central defender who is not very tall, but he can run. He's not going to win much in terms of headers. Yeah, that's a little low. That is a little low. We might not want to have him as a center back though. As a wide center back, maybe. Wide center back or maybe a fullback. We'll see. See what else we have. Hoya, a taller center back who is a spreader. He's got good passing. Yeah, that we do like. His crossing isn't the best, so could have him as a central defender. Volk is, he is versatile. We do like those kinds of players. Where has he played so far? Mostly as a defensive midfielder, where it's not been great. Like it's basically I'm trying to find out if we have do we have 3 starting central defender? It seems like we have 4. So we have 4 really starting central defenders, so unless we push Hall up. And then we have 2 wing backs in Ezequem and Obermeier. Well, it does look like we're playing a back 3 still. Kinzombie is a central midfielder then. Okay. He's played mostly as a central midfielder when he's played, which is apparently not very much. Musliu, can he be left-footed? No, he can't. But he's got decent height, so we're most likely going to be more defensive than we were at St. Pauli. We do have big lad. He's big. He's got he can jump. He can muscle, and he's got decent shooting. So he's someone we can work with. Let's remove the players who are not at club. How many players do we actually have in the first team? 23. That's kind of good. That's a good amount. How is he? He's good, but he's literally tiny for a goalkeeper. That's not brilliant. There's no they're not let's have a peek actually at they're not conceding many goals. They have the same problem that we had at St. Pauli. They don't concede, but they also don't score. They're the third worst in terms of goals scored, eighth worst in terms of goals conceded. So if we can stop them from conceding goals, then magic. Well, search out for assistant manager. Right. It feels like we're still going with a back three. Okay, Ansa is probably going to be the starting striker. Then we well, actually we have Plata and Conte. That are also. He can play out wide on the right, which wouldn't be too bad. What would he be? Winger, inside forward. Probably not winger. But he's got good pace, and we do like that. Plate is a target forward. And we do like those as well. Ansa could play out on the left, I guess, as an inside forward there. So we might play a 3-4-3, but with wingers instead, because I don't want to. I don't necessarily want him as an attacking midfielder. He can play there, but the way that I would use an attacking midfielder in this case, because both him and Plate are more like shadow strikers, not really a kind of spine player. So we might just ignore that for right now, because we don't really have anyone that can do that. So a wide 3-4-3 is probably what we'll go with. And yeah, probably that's how we get our as many of our best players on the pitch as possible. Yeah, let's go. We will create our own style. We'll start with a 4-2-3 and wide. 4-2-3. 5-2-3. Let's count. Okay, we can do it. And we will have a wide centre back on support on this side. This will be, I forgot his name. Was it Hofmeyer? Yeah, so that'll be him. Then we'll have a wide centre back on defend on this side. Maybe we'll do have a central defender on cover. Let's see, the wing backs we have are best as a complete wing back, right? A flary wing back that you'd love to see it. Yeah, so we'll stick with that, a complete wing back on support. So he pushes up. We'll probably have our 2 inside forwards. Actually, let's have him be very attacking. So, actually, no, nah. Let's have an inside forward on attack. I'm probably gonna have an inside forward on attack on the other side as well, because this will be Ansa, and I do want him to be like an actual forward, like a striker, but out wide. And here we have another complete wingback, a tall one. That's good. He can run. He can cross. So we'll keep the we'll stick with the complete wingbacks on support. We will probably have Plate be a target forward on support, so he can, you know, drop in, make room for Conte and Ansa to run in behind. Is the idea. Right. Our defensive midfield is who? Hansen and Rohr. For playing Musliu. Maybe Kinzombie? No, Hoyer. So we have Hoyer and Musliu alongside Hofmeier. Which means we have Hansen and Rohr as our defensive midfielders. What can they do? A deep line playmaker. Yeah. Kind of. I can see it. I can see it. And Rohr was more of a ball winner, right? He's not great at it, and he loses the ball a little bit too much. We don't know how he has been played. He works hard, which is good. Maybe we have him as a more we might have him as a ball winning midfielder. Actually, we might have him as a ball winner on support, so he's a bit more aggressive, moves up, tries to win the ball, and on attack he will probably be slightly behind the inside forwards. So basically the idea would be that the inside forwards start moving into like these positions. The complete wingbacks basically replace them. Rohr would be here, somewhere around here. Plata will drop in a little bit. We'll have basically our 3-1 maybe on attack when we are in an established attack. Otherwise we're probably going to be defending quite a lot. But I do want us to be dangerous on the counter, so that's probably how we'll play. We might actually have him as a deep line playmaker on air defend. What was his name? Now I have to learn everyone's name again. I was starting to learn the the St. Pauli players' names, and now it's gone. Right. We are not going to be high pressing, I don't think. We're gonna keep our higher defensive line, but we're playing in St. Pauli first. Let's start at a mid block. Let's be more chill, I guess. Let's have a standard trigger press. We will trap outside, because I don't want the ball in the middle, of course. That's how we'll set up out of possession. In transition, I think we will regroup and we'll counter, because I do want this to be, I'd rather have us be solid. We will be more direct and play slightly higher tempo. We can do mixed crosses again. I think we'll stick with that, and let's start unbalanced and see how it goes. If we manage to score very early, we might jump over to a to be more cautious. Because the most important thing is not losing games. That's how we will stay in the division. Not losing games. I might... Let's set up a secondary more attacking tactic, and yeah, be a little bit more aggressive, basically, just in case we are losing games. Then we'll push up, and we are going to be very gegenpressy. Gegenpressy. That's how we will do that one, I think, and we'll probably move him to be a pressing forward on support, so we are a bit more aggressive on that front. I think that's how we'll do it. Oh, right, wait. Where was he? Names. Hofmeyer. He is the more... Yeah, he's more... he does try long-range passes and plays way out of trouble, brings ball out of defense. Right. And the other two were... Musliu and... Hoyo. Hoyo was a more ball-playy centre back as well, right? He's played as wing back. Dear me. So yeah, he is. What we might do is have him be more of a. Let's have him be a ball-playing defender, actually. So we give him the license, if you will, to be a little bit more risky and ping balls to the forehead of Platte, basically. I think that's how we'll do that. Player instructions, I don't want to deal with that. Okay. We will do. Player marking, we will have no posts. We will defend our box. We will go near post. We will defend the transition, and we will in swing. And let's just check who are actually taking the corners. Center, yeah. Yeah, looks fine to me. Not that I know who they are. And then we'll check free kicks. Right. It's basically the same as... do I want Hoya? Wouldn't I want him in the penalty area to head the ball? Basically. You know, what with him being big and tall and centre-backy. Let's have Oldmeyer and Klaas both take the deep over Hoyo, just in case. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, and I forgot to check. Let's see. Set piece view. Do you have anyone that can throw the ball? Kind of. Ezequem and Zento, so my both left wing backs, can throw the ball fairly far. So we might do long throws again. Let's do the long throws. And we have Ezequem. Maybe not Coston, since he cannot throw the ball. And we have Center also on both sides, and he'll go ahead of Brackelman, who's probably not going to be playing a lot. And if he is, I probably want him to be in the penalty area. He's huge. Anyway, that's how we will do that. Penalties. Kinzombie, Platanza. Sure, let's throw in customs and class just in case. If you score 2, you can take the penalty. Captains. Hoot and Lipods. Kinzombie, has he been here a long time? No. And he's not a returning player either, so probably not. Musliu. He's also a new player. Basically checking to see if there's anyone that is fitting as a deputy. Deputy captain. Or could be. I'm putting way too much thought into this, but it's kind of what we do, isn't it? If you're not overthinking things, are you doing it properly? Clayfish. He's been around a little bit. And he's decent as a leader. And Cosmos won't play, so... Oh, actually... He could be one to be using as that enganche if we decide to do that. So we'll have do we create a third tactic? Let's do that. We'll copy this one and then we'll just drop one to be the enganche, and there we have our neat little we have our neat little spine again, and that will be an attacking formation. We can be slightly less direct. We want the ball to go into the enganche. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. We'll drop that down a little bit. And we do that. There we go. There we go. I'm not sure how much any of this will work, but we'll have to see. Is there anything else we need to go through? Training. Hopefully the schedules I loaded in are still loaded in. They are. We play Sunday. Then Saturday. Saturday is a little bit of setup. But it needs to be done. And then Saturday, Sunday, and end of season. Saturday, Sunday, and end of season. So we'll just do a basic no weeks. Or what? No games. And we will do a... we'll always do the match reviews. And then we'll do a rest, since we played the day before. Right, and the Sunday ones, we need to make sure that we are doing the correct things afterwards. And rest. Okay. And then we're back to normal here. Why don't we do a little bit of a match review here? And then we'll train overall, we will do a little bit of goalkeeping. One-on-ones with team bonding on a Monday, as one does. Okay, that's that unit. Right. Oh. It's a bit, isn't it? We'll have... Alright, I need to set up my... I didn't change the goalkeeper roles at all. Which I want to be a sweeper keeper on a defend. We'll have a sweeper keeper on support for the more attacking ones. Because why not? We go back to units. Let's have them train as sweeper keepers on support actually. Right. Musliu would be... He's a no-nonsense centre-back, which isn't brilliant. So, let's actually train him as a central defender on cover. He'll probably be the backup there. Brackelman would be the ball-playing defender. Kinzombie... Yeah, probably the ball winner. In defensive midfield, please. Ball midfielder on support. Good. Yeah, he'll probably be the backup for Hofmeier, I would say. So a wide centre back on support. Yeah, good. Hoyer is our central defender. No, he's the ball player. No? Hang on, I've already forgotten. No, Muslius was going to be the starter on the left, wasn't he? Wasn't he? I forgot my own decisions. Love when I do that. Back to the drawing board. Yeah, Musliu, Hofmeier, and who else was it? Hoyer. So Hofmeier, Hoyer, and Musliu. So Musliu is the central defender. We'll have him in the middle. The covering one. Because Hoyer would be better as a ball player. I do think I was planning on having him on in the middle at first. Oh well, we'll have him on the left because he doesn't care. He'll be on the left. Musliu will be in the middle as the central defender on cover then. Okay. Well done. Hoyer is our ball-playing defender on defend. Ball is our ball-winning midfielder on support. Yes, good. And libero. Why would you do that? He's fairly well-rounded. Decent passing. He's not small. Where has he played so far? Well, he hasn't, is the thing. Okay. But he's both a maestro and a quarterback. Right. A free spirit. That's a lot of expected assists for someone who's played as a central defender. Let's see, who else do we have as defensive midfielders? We have Clearfish. Yeah, probably he's probably a backup at the ball-winning midfielder. It's a ball-winning midfielder role. Klaas was more of an attacking midfielder, right? He's probably not going to play as much. Is that a good thing? Probably. If he's played that much, and this is his output, yikes. Yeah, it's probably for the best that he's not playing as much then. But he would be in the attacking. Center is a complete wingback in a wingback position on support. Hofmeyer, he is our wide center back on support. Ezequem again on the wingback position, wingback support. Obermeyer, on support. Ends. They playing playmaker. If he's a quarterbacky kind of player. Let's go with that. They playing playmaker on defend. But he can cover at center back in case. Why target forward? Are you drunk? Target forward on support. Lightbouts, who are you? A winger. He can probably be our... no, he can't. I was thinking he could be the right wing back cover, but he cannot cross, and he's also left-footed. He has played at right wing back, though. He could be the right winger backup then. Inside forward on attack. Costons. What is he training as? Advanced playmaker on sport? Yeah, that's fine. Adriano Grimaldi. He's brave, he heads the ball and he works hard. You love to see it. Target forward in sport, yeah, that's fine. Conte will train as an inside forward on attack because that's what he can do. And Klaas will play or train as an advanced playmaker on support. Bibia. Yeah. Yeah. We'll have him train as an inside forward on attack. And Ansa will... Let's train him as the... as an inside forward on attack on the left. Because that's where he will play. Initially. And then we'll... I will plan as if we're going to be going on with this for a longer while. Even if we won't. It depends. If 26 turns out to be absolute garbage, I might go back, but I hope I don't. But I will plan as if I am. Just in case. Rest. If you are fully fine, you will go double intensity. Okay. Let's see. Wow, okay. Yeah, we need more coaches, I guess. What are you actually good at? Fault. Possession technical. Right, we don't have a set piece coach. Let's we are allowed to have one though. Let us also advertise for a set piece coach. Wrong one. Coaches. Schmidt is possession tactical. I see 2 and everything. Well, Yeah. And Hunemeyer is defending tactical. We have him do that. Yeah, Vogt do have a 3 there. Fitness coach, he will do the fitness. And there. And I can deal with the set pieces until we get the set piece coach, and I can also cover in tactical possession, so Schmidt can cover for technical attacking, and then we'll see what we can, what kind of coaches we can get in. Probably not too many at this point in time. I will set up individual training, maybe in between. I'll write that down. Individual training. Okay. It's been a bit of an inventory management so far. Money-wise, we're kind of fine. Let's have a look at contracts. Anyone on expiring contracts? A lone player and the backup goalkeeper, who is half decent. He's taller than the starting goalkeeper, which is something. But in general, I don't think those are too much of an issue if they were to leave. So there we go. We have our stuff set up. Now the question is, yeah, it has all of my all of the short lists. I might just clear it out because I don't think any of these players are actually good enough to play at this level. These were players that I were like, yeah, these could do a job for me at St. Pauli. But I don't. Let's just go through the younger players because they are, if any, it's them. E. No. No. So we remove them. Yes. Okay. Free. We didn't have any players there. Future, none. Loans, none. Starters, none. Okay, so now we have no one on the short list. Good. Okay. There are no recruitment foci. Well. Well. Yeah, probably want to knock that up to at least searching the other ones. Choose captain. Yeah, we'll keep the ones as they are because we have no reason to change it. Okay, we have our meeting. Kinzombie will be a better choice for vice captain. We move on. Obermeyer would benefit from free kick training. And Brackelman with ball control. We can do that one. I don't think we'll set Obermeyer to be training free kicks though. But Brackelman, yeah, why not? Why not? That sounds good to me. Class would improve if you try to move the ball to his right foot. Could be if we start cutting inside from wide positions on the left. Sure. That doesn't sound like a bad idea because he's an inside forward. And so should be encouraged to develop his weaker left foot. Oh, okay, let's do that. We shouldn't send Musli on an intensive course. Okay. Niklas Nudge has the potential to become a quality player. That's nice. Koda could become a good player. Hens could become a good player. We'll love to see that. Okay, we have suggestions for assistant managers. Möller are very cautious. Now, in my opinion, either you want an assistant manager, and this is just how I'm thinking. I would either want an assistant manager who has the same idea as I do, or the complete opposite. So there's like a, I guess, a role play way of, well, where we have difference of opinions, so we can converse properly. Ovid Haju? Ovid is what we'll call him. He's pretty decent. He's adventurous, so he would fit in. He's only balanced though, which isn't great. Möller was professional, I think, was he? Yeah. And Thomas Christel, he's very professional. He likes the 442 diamond. I kind of want to bring him in just because of that. But his level of discipline is a little bit iffy. Let us add Haju to the staff shortlist. Let's go for 3 months. Möller will add him as well. We can see who responds to the advert. We don't have a set piece coach. Okay, let's see. He's decent. Let's do the same here then, because we have sent out an advert for a set piece coach. So we'll see if we can find someone who's better. Goalkeeping coach. Let us actually schedule that because he's decent. And he'll be a fitness coach. Do we need one more? Let's see. We have the goalkeeping coach coming in. This guy, an assistant manager. That's 2. We had room for 3. Do I want a second fitness coach for that? Because we are light on regular coaches. Let's end that meeting, and we'll try to sign Sivos. Let's have a look at the current wages of coaches. So we have a ballpark 1.3, 825, 2.1. Okay, it's all over the place. 2.1, but he's also a performance analyst. I'm on 4.4, so he can't earn more than me. That is the important part. I am the rich person in the backroom staff. 2.4. And a 25% raise. Yeah, no, sorry man. I'm not making him the highest paid coach on the team. He's not bad, but is he 2.4k a week good? I don't know. Especially since he has worked 3 jobs ever. And he hasn't worked for 3 years. Maybe lower your expectations, sir. Right. Alright, now we have to deal with international duties as well. Well, I mean, I guess we kind of did that with St. Pauli as well. Moreira left for their under-19s duty, but now we actually have international breaks. Gross. Or maybe that's part of why we were only playing every other week for several weeks down in the 4th division. a sneaky little international break. And I forgot how many games we have left. Do we have the same? Is it 6 games or is it 8 games? I can't remember. We'll have to have a peek. Could be good to know how many games we have left to play, and more importantly, who we are playing. Okay, well, I guess we're keeping Bovink. Bovink? I don't know how to... It's a good thing I'm at least in Germany, where there are names in Germanic, or Germanic names. So I have at least a half a chance at pronouncing them. I really don't want to imagine myself having, like being in, I don't know, France. Boy, do they have names that are difficult to pronounce. I sometimes struggle with English names. He... Well. Man, now it's proper squeaky bum time. Trying to make sure that Paderborn don't get relegated. Coming in right towards the end. But this is I kind of like this though. Trying to, I guess, fix a team. After they've been struggling. Well, right, speaking of teams. On Thursday we'll have a bit of a team meeting where I can introduce myself. When all the players are back from international duty, it would be silly to do it before then. Like, hello everyone, and then, I mean, we could have them, like, zoom in. Have them on a Zoom call, so they could join our introductory speech. But I feel like that would be a little bit of an odd one. You feel like an introduction should probably be done in person. But then again, if we've already spent 2.5 days on the training pitch, and then, hello, you may not know who I am. I am the new manager. I've only been here for 2 days. We've worked together already. But I thought now would be a good time to tell you who I am. Before that, they have no idea. They're just, who is this guy? What is he doing here? That's not a very nice feeling to have, actually, when you like arrive at a new place, and then you basically get the question, "Who are you?" Because the people you expected to have, introduced you or said anything about it, well, they didn't. Like what I went on trial with a club many years ago when I was a youngster and I could still run, and basically the first training session I had expected that the coach either would be like, yeah, we have a new guy coming in to train with us and on trial, or at least when I was there they'd be like, yeah, and this is a new guy. Nothing. So we were basically just gonna start. The coach is like, yeah, okay, and we're gonna get started and do this. And one of the other players, he went basically, wait, before we start. And then he turns and points at me. Who are you? And I was so caught off guard, I just froze. That was not a very nice experience. That I probably won't ever forget that. Even if that's, like, it's such a stupid thing. But just the way he said it. Who are you? In a strange accent. I can't really replicate it in English, but... Paderborn defensive midfielder Dominik Bilogrevich is believed to be looking for a move away from the home deluxe arena following reports of a bust-up with manager Dave Dwarf. What? Reports from Hotlock Serena suggest that Bilogevich approached Dwarf to request a new contract to better reflect his ability and was left angered by its failure to sanction a new deal. Dude, I've not even been here for 24 hours. How have you already been fighting with me? How are you already fighting with me? Oh, he's a youth player, or he's in this second team. Is he? No, he's not very good. He won't ever play for the first team, especially. He's 25. He's not going to get that much better. Yeah, potential to be a third division player. Nah. Go away. Gun AWOL 2 weeks. If it's happened 4 times, you get demoted. I don't know. I say 4th time and more. If I'm demoting players, I'm not gonna bring them back up. But yeah, the rest is fine. I usually only do the gun AWOL. Right. Oh, right. I probably should have a peek at the second team to see what kind of players we have down there. Brau Sanchez is apparently the key player. He's 30 though. So that's not very encouraging. Any other good players? No, and Arne Schultz is the only really promising one, or really promising at least. Then you have some like Willeke maybe, Komen maybe, Stamm maybe, Joel Zambrano, very German name. Travis de Jong. So there are a few. There are a few half decent potential players. If we could. He's a tall boy as well. We do like ourselves a tall boy. Yeah, there are some, primarily Schultz, who, yeah, we probably either want him to go out on playing position, dear me. You either want him to go out on loan to a team that is probably a little bit better than the second team for Paderborn, or we want him to maybe start getting playing time for the first team, but he's not really that good to play for the first team. He needs to be better. Currently, what was it, J.League? But he's consistent at 21. He's working towards developing individual trait. What is he? Avoids using weaker foot. That's completely useless. Oh boy, so they're spending time doing that instead. Spending time and PA on doing that. Gross. Obermeyer dropped a stinker. Well, in fairness, they played against Japan, so they're not too much of a surprise there. Squad dynamics. Poor support. How come? How come? Me, who am so experienced. Right, introduce you to the squad. Push the correct button. I want to personally introduce myself. Hello. Welcome. It's what you do here that counts, so nobody will judge you based on your reputation. Thank you. I might just say, yeah, hello and bye, because the rest of the campaign aims is a minefield. Let's just leave. Let's just say hello and leave. Because, yeah. Perfect. Everyone liked me not saying anything. Because, well, like the club vision is usually what you would go for. Avoid relegation. But considering that we're not really that bad off, like 2 wins and we could be in 11th. That's mid-table. But I can't really say either. Like, yeah, we should aim for mid-table. Oh, that's too ambitious. Or we should avoid relegation. That's not ambitious enough. It's a minefield. It's much better to do that at the start of a season rather than right towards the end. And once again, I forgot to check how many games we have left. Let's just keep that and give that a little bit of peek. So we have 8 games. Max Wilhelm has turned professional. Is he good? Can improve a lot, so that's something. He is very small, so probably not a centre back, right? Man, he could run under the legs of some of our strikers. Right. Let's see then. Let's introduce us to the press. How does it feel to be the new Paderborn manager? I intend to outwork everyone. In leaving your previous job to take over Paderborn, you disappointed members and Pauli side supporters. Do you regret that? Ultimately, I have to make the right decision for myself. This is a big step up for you. Are nervous about taking on the role? I have confidence in myself. I have confidence in my abilities. You arrive at the club as a replacement for Lucas Kvasniuk, who was unable to bring success. Do you think that you are the right person to take Paderborn to the next level? Anyone who replaced him would have been the same pressure. It's only natural to feel the weight of expectation in replacing somebody of that caliber. I don't know how good he is, so maybe he's terrible. I don't know. I hope so. That sounds very, I don't know, not confident, which is probably not the that's not the image I would like to show currently. I would like to show as confident. I believe the club is ready. Everyone's going to have to work hard, but I think we can win things. I'm confident and ready to get to work. Sometimes pressure is a good thing to work with. That sounds better. I'm confident. Are you confident that your particular brand of football would translate well to your new job? I believe so. We'll be going back to your old club to bring some of your former colleagues into the backroom team here at Home Deluxe Arena. I need to know the staff here. What do you think of the Paderborn squad? I trust them to perform. Have you been able to talk to the players? Everyone's excited and ready to work. Paderborn fans important. Yes. How far can you take this club? Your long-term vision and want to bring consistent success. There we go. I know words. Right. Let's see. Who twisted my words? No one. Good. Scouting introduction. Yeah, just go ahead. I've already set that one up. I'm smart like that. I work ahead of time. Yay. What first team players would you want to make available for the second team? Probably not too many, because I need them. I really don't like how that happens. Like if you hover over the condition, it just closes the window. Oh yeah. Ends maybe. Let's have him. He can be for the next match for one match. Yeah, that's fine. He's not likely to be involved anyways. We have a head physio. He's terrible. Why would you hire that guy? Who did that? Weber? So he's not terrible at judging staff ability, but he hires a head physio who's absolutely awful at physiotherapy. Bro. It's because he's cheap. I feel like physiotherapist is probably something you shouldn't be like cheaping out on. Don't be cheap when it comes to player health, please. Oh boy. Are they gonna bring in a very cautious replacement for me? I kinda wanna see who they replace me with. Lee is the key player. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think there were any players really that I would like to bring with me. If anyone, maybe Milojevic. And he didn't play at all. Like he played once, what, or something like that. Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't think he's good enough, and I don't think he will be good enough either. So yeah, I don't think there were any players there that were really good enough. I didn't check what we did there, the match focus. Oh well, it'll probably be fine. It will probably be fine, hopefully. Alright, I should check the development center to see what kind of younger players we have. It's Schultz. Well. Gianni Giacomo Fontana. Ecuador was not what I would have expected, actually. But okay. He's a dribbly boy. Interesting. Yol Zambrano. Yeah, he's decent. Medin Kojic. Yeah, he's also fine. Oh, it's Floto. Probably know how you pronounce that either. But we have to do what we can. He can also be a decent player. Interesting. Okay. Uzun was a good player. Who would have thought? Okay. We're getting closer now. We're getting closer to our first game in charge of Paderborn. Ooh, excitement. Wait, why would he... No, I forgot. This is the one. Have we been training the wrong one? Maybe. Maybe. Oh well. Anyways, this is what we'll be playing. Bilbia, really? Over Ansa? No. They still... It's been almost a year now, and they still just describe me as talkative. Surely you could have figured something else out. Surely. Surely. Right, they've got a few players out. Saliakas being out is a good thing. Well, sounds rude, but he's good. It would be nice if we didn't have to deal with him. Val as well, Irvine is good. Alstrand is more of a backup, really. So it wouldn't be too much of an issue even if it was there. I took several questions about the challenge for promotion and the match from One Football. So this match sees you go up against Paderborn's newly appointed manager, the Wolf. Ahead of the match, how do you feel about your chances going up against a relatively inexperienced newcomer? I don't really know what to expect. It's part of the charm of football. How do you not know what to expect? Dude, we literally worked together up until last week. How do you not know? Weirdo. You weirdo. Okay, Bovink will stay for another 2 years. 3.3k. Okay. Resser. Paderborn play their next fixture against St. Pauli at a later kickoff time than fellow struggles Karlsruhe. Is it an advantage to play second in these situations? Nah. I don't think it matters. Both sides will feel the better of the situation. We need to win regardless of when it kicks off. Yeah. As things stand, your team can determine their own destiny in the fight for survival. Do you believe this makes your favorites to stay up? We absolutely have to make sure we take advantage. Not long to go into the end of the season. St. Pauli are currently lying in 4th. Do you think there is a chance St. Pauli could take all the points at Milton Stadion on Sunday? Of course they got a chance. It's not going to be an easy game. It won't be easy, but I know our quality. I think we're in a good chance of a result. Not going to be an easy game, that's for sure. Fellow relegation candidates quite a few are playing Hamburg. Why am I talking about literally every team other than my own? And they're being negative. Of course, it's the egg that's negative. Of course. You egg. Fellow relegation candidates quite a few are playing Hamburg, and they will be looking to continue their fight to stay in the Bundesliga. Sorry, the Bundesliga. What do you think of their chances? I don't have anything to say. There are no easy matches here. Would you say Avalayan is St. Pauli's most important player right now? I don't know, is he? Probably not, considering he's not played very well. He's 4 goals over the season. I'm here to discuss questions about my team. Bovik's release clause could eventually draw interest from elsewhere. Are you confident of being able to keep him for the long term? He has a release clause? $150k if there's someone in a higher division. I was going to say for sure. Failure to collect maximum points here could see Paderborn fall into the relegation playout zone. How important is a win? A win is always important. ... Silly questions. How important is it to win? Dude, what is this? What are these questions? Is it important to win matches? Nah, not really. Not really. I mean, it's a competitive sport, but it's not really that important to be winning. not that important to be getting points, you know. It's fine. You can just lose all of your matches. No one cares. Silly. Silly, silly, silly. Have they said anything about like media and press conferences and all of that for 26? Because if they haven't and it's still in, which I would assume, I do at least hope that it's a little bit more fleshed out, just like everything else, really. Because the majority of questions you get are weird. Like, not just weird as in, well, it makes sense still. It very often does not make sense. Like, I get that there are a fair few managers that around matches in press conferences do get a lot of questions about other teams. Because, well, reasons. But it feels like there's way too much of that. Like I'm almost acting as a pundit rather than a manager. Like, what do you think about this team? What do you think about that team? What do you think about... Dude, it's been 5 minutes since we played our game. Can we talk about that instead? Cheers and thanks. That would be a nice change, because I definitely understand why a lot of people just delegate the press conferences and, well, all media to their assistant. But the problem with doing that is then you get the no, I would rather have my third division 35-year-old striker than Erling Haaland as my striker, which is just a complete lie. Why am I getting news from Regionalliga West? Do I care? Ah, it's a second team. Okay, that's why. Right. How is the... They're smack dab in the middle. Okay. 10 clean sheets though from Schultz. That's good. That is good. Oh, did they sign Pauli? They lost. Oh, they lost. Fabian, what are you doing with my previous team of misfits? No, you must do better. You must do better. Right. Interesting that Sopi is the one who gets the player of the week when Terode had a hat-trick. Really? Ruben van Bommel is the third most exciting. He's the third third best young talent. Interesting. Is he cheap? No. And he's also a left winger. Interesting. Really? Schwartau? He's Danish. I can't pronounce Danish names either. Interesting though. Like, Gavi makes sense. Zaire Emery makes sense. But then we have a bunch of... Really? Interesting. The American Courtois. The next Torgan Hazard. Who would that be? It would be nice if you could see that. Who is the American Courtois though? Esposito, Bellingham. Nachos, Euro, Wedrogo. Oh, he's moved to Bayern. Oh, ouch. Gross. Gross. Rico Lewis, right. Rosa Endrick. Yeah, man. Lamine Yamal in 23rd, really. Really. And Joao Neves. Like, these two, and Endrick as well, really. 22 to 24 when you have Van Bommel. Is he the next Torgan Hazard? No. He doesn't even have a... He doesn't even have one. Buonanotte. Angelo. Melberg. Right. Oh, it's so nice. He the American Courtois. Label the next Matt Turner, so maybe not. Is there another American goalkeeper on here? I don't know. That's weird. Okay, let's go to a meeting. Right, I have not set this up. I should probably do that as well. I'll do that between streams. Squad planner. Notes. Right, skip to expiring contracts. No one. Really? Was Bovink the last one? Okay. Brackelman and Kinzombie might run down their contracts. Kinzombie's pretty good though. I'd like to keep hold of him. Brackelman as well. Can say this true, and I don't understand. Okay, here's what we have assigned. Okay, we have assigned to them. Okay. No, they haven't assigned anything. These are the suggestions. I mean, we I don't think we need right backs. We're not playing with the right backs, so you know. Let's just end that meeting and we'll check. Has he? No. So I have to wonder then, why are you saying these are the things we should do? And then when I say, okay, you don't do it, why do I have to give my permission for the director of football to do his job? Now I have chief scout. Is he good at scouting? No. Again, he's cheap, so I guess that's why. Oh, he's for Paderborn 2. Was that the other guy as well? Now that I think about it, I didn't actually check. Yep. So he's doing his best to fill out the staff for the second team. Meanwhile, we have no sports scientist. What? Please sign a sports scientist. Please sign a recruitment analyst. Sign scouts. We should have a technical director. We have anything on the way in? Okay, we have a head of sports science on the way in. That's good. Another head of sports science. So one of them is hopefully for the for the second team then. And then we have a physio on the way in. Okay, this guy is probably for the first team then, since he's on 2K. And the other 3 are probably for the second team. We also have 2 players on the way in. A free transfer striker. and a defensive midfielder. I will have to see. We don't know enough about them, so for me to be able to say anything clear right now. Oh yeah, well, I was literally told that none of these were there were no expiring contracts. Here's 1 billion players. Can I actually... I can't right click, so I can't see. Let's see. Okay, we have 2 contracts offered, so that's good. Was there anyone else that was seems interesting? I know, maybe Villeke, maybe Floto, but we'll delay. Again, it's not really my job to do that. Same here. This is not really my job. So it's interesting though, or it will be interesting to see if I don't do anything, we'll just lose the entire staff. That'll be interesting. Okay, so Leibert and SQM should not be playing. That is not ideal. Right, let's then set up our team. Hofmeyer. Where is he? Where's Leo? And Hoyer. Right wing back was Obermeyer, who has recovered enough. And then it was Hansen and Hawk. And on the left we'll have Zenta. On the right we'll have Conte, and we'll have Ansa and Platte. That is our starting 11, which hopefully will be good. We'll have Borvink, we will have Koda Brackelman, we'll have Kinsombi, we're a little light on defensive midfielders, I feel. Because Clearfish is still out injured. Klaas is not a defensive midfielder. So I'm thinking we'll bring Ens. We'll go with Costons, Bilbia, and Grimaldi. We have one more player. Let's have a peek at the second team and see if we can't find any wing backs that we could maybe make use of. Dörfler is tired, so probably not. Privanic is not registered, probably because he's too young. He also doesn't have a face, so that's going to be difficult to register him then. Stamm, he could cover both. Let's have him with. Let's bring him with us, just in case we need to bring off one of our wing backs. We'll have Stamm on the bench. It'll be nice when we have all the players back, though. Okay, let's see. Be cautious. We'll start on balance, take short kicks. No. Build match fitness, that is what we do. Increase defenders, these ease off tackles on Obermeyer, because otherwise he gets suspended. Klaas and Platte have useful partnership. Yeah, but Glass is not very good, is he? He has not very good... his output is terrible for how much he's played. So maybe that useful partnership is not that good. Trainer press when the ball is played to Hartel. Is Irvine actually playing? I thought he was injured. Yeah, well, we'll start unbalanced. If we are being pushed back too much, we might, and giving the ball away, of course, we might move over to a cautious. Actually, let's start on cautious. Let's start on cautious, and then we can, well, move forward. Musli and Ansar are lacking match sharpness. Yeah, that's kind of what happens when they don't play, even though they are better than the players that are playing. Right. Our first game in charge. How will we do? We have not a single like one number player on in the starting 11. Go to the fans proud. That didn't work. You're about to take charge of your first match as Paderborn manager. Can you sum up your feelings? A lot of time to get myself ready for this, and now I just want to get started. Yeah, Karlsruhe have already played this. We're focused on playing our game. Jeez, what is this? Extended highlights. Come on. Oh! That would have been a decent start, wouldn't it? Goal of a throw-in. That would have been beautiful, but not yet. But off a corner? Is Hansen the one we're aiming for our with all of our set pieces? Because it seems that he's been hit twice. That's bad. Oh, it's a good save anyways. But he was offside. He was offside. I wonder why my central really when we don't have any other wing backs really available. Do you just throw Kurda in because he can't play there? Probably because otherwise it's Stamm, and he was basically just a panic if... Shit. Yeah, 16 minutes in, what did he do? Potential foot injury. Has to be Koda. Koda. This guy. Go out there and make a difference. Shit. Yeah, 16 minutes and an injury to a starting player. Not exactly ideal. But we are holding them. I still don't understand really why they have a Irvine down. I don't understand why maybe because he's up on set pieces, but still, he's very high up the pitch for a central defender on cover. Maybe it is because he's up on all the set pieces and we have a lot of set pieces or something. Elias, please. And maybe the left wing back could actually follow the player here instead of just looking at them. And please clear. Further, please. Please clear it further. Yeah, we are very compact in the middle, which is good, so they can't... Theoretically, they shouldn't be able to just play through us, but they do anyways, because why wouldn't they? Okay, good. We won the free kick at least. We are giving the ball away way too easily in our own half. Jeez. Bloody hell. Okay, good. Good challenge. Now the bad thing is our left wing back is getting tired as well. I don't like that. Are we nervous or something? We're furious. Anxious. 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 So we're anxious and furious. Over what? So we don't have the ball, which is fine. We don't really need to play with it. So like things aren't as brilliant today. Well, we did move to a new team. So and they haven't been playing terribly well. So we don't really know any of the players. But yeah, it's certainly something. Keep going and we can win this. They didn't agree. Okay. Okay. And they took Irvine off. It's strange that he actually started him. Considering. Okay, that's kind of what I want to see, but it would be great if Conte actually ran for the ball. Rather than watching it. Call off a corner? Maybe? Maybe? Nope. Okay. Oh. Good shot. Good shot. So we're not doing badly, really. We are creating, which is interesting. Why would you cross it that far? Yeah, we're not having the ball a lot. We are not too fussed about that. The important part is that we don't lose the game. Like right now, it's fine if they have the... Is this our wing back who's completely fiddling about in the middle of nowhere? It is. He's just running around, marking the teammate. Gross. Gross. Let's encourage the team. Get encouraged, you bastards. Why are you just heading the ball away? Please find a teammate. Have eyes in the back of your head and see that Platte was all by himself. Okay, calm down. Calm down. We don't have to press that high. We don't have to press. Now is where we should be pressing and offside. Yep. Okay, good. He didn't score anyways. And maybe not spicy back passes. Dude, offside again, please. I still missed. Oh, he wasn't offside. Okay. We might need to make a couple of changes. Musli is playing terribly for some reason. I don't know why. But Zento is getting tired. We have no more wing backs. Why is this the issue of the day or the save so far? We have no wing backs. Do we throw in Brackelman as a left wing back? Can he do that? He cannot cross the ball, so probably not. what we can do... We might pull a sneaky here. We might pull a sneaky. Let's have Brackelman come on for center. Not as a complete wingback, but we'll have him as an inverted wingback on defend. Basically, the idea is he moves in to defensive midfield. We'll have Ansa stay wider, so he holds the width. And then we will, because Gore is also getting a little bit tired, but we will move him to be a segundo volante on support, and we will ask him to get further forward. So the idea is he moves up into this position, vacating his midfield's position. Brackelman takes that. Ansa keeps the width. And then hopefully anything at all comes from it. Maybe even a little bit of a goal. Deep talk. Pump the fists. Go out there and make a difference. Right, now we only have one stoppage left though, I think. And 3 substitutions. Conte has not played well. Ansa has not played great. And Platt is getting tired. We might be making them here. Yeah, this is the last stoppage we have. Hoffmeier and Musli have been really bad as well, somehow. I wonder if they're giving the ball away a lot. And that's why. But... Can we even... Can't really replace Conte, do we? Ideas are forming, but the problem is that we now have a more inverted player on the left of defense. Let us yeah, let's have Bilbia come on for Ansa, because he's not been great. We will probably leave Conte on because he can play, but Platte and Rohr are getting a little tired. So Kinzombie can come on for Rohr. He'll be fine. Platte is tired. Ooh, let's do this. Costons comes into the middle. We'll put him as an advanced playmaker on support, and Conte moves up top. There it is. As an advanced forward. This is going to be incredibly stupid, but it might work. And if it does, that's the important part. Okay, we pump our fists. I trust you to make a difference. Maybe. It's gonna look really stupid, but it might work because it's stupid. Please don't concede immediately though, that would be very awkward. Thank fudge he cannot shoot. We do a little cheeky encourage towards the end, so the players are happy. Look nervous. Stop being nervous. No. Oh, good block. Good block, Brackelman. Oh no. And good. Calm down. Again, this is the right wing back. Okay, good clearance. Good job. And end. Good. And nothing more happens. I'll take a 0-0 in the first game. Just a good job. And then we take it easy. Take it easy. Don't give the ball away, that's the important thing. Okay, yeah, that's fine. If we're gonna give the ball away, Please follow the player. Good save. Jeebers. Jeebers. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be really boring. We're gonna be really boring. I probably should have had passing to space on, now that I think about it. We're going to... Do we drop our block? Maybe. That might be something I want to do anyways. Let's do that. Let's still have the counter on, because in case we do have an opportunity... let's not do that. In case we have an opportunity, I want to just pop it over the top for maybe Conte to run onto. Let's distribute over opposition defense. Let's distribute quickly. Let's try that. Can he kick that far? Maybe. Let's try that. Let's try doing that. We will be in a low block. We will be compact. And then once the goalkeeper gets the ball, we pop it over the top. Unless we hold on to it. But let's just be very, very disciplined. Let's not concede off this corner, please. Okay, it's out. It's out. Good. And then the game is over. Phew. Phew. Ref. Ref! It's over! Release us! Thank you. Okay. 0-0 in the first game. In charge. I'm fine with that, especially since we ran out of wingbacks again. We were boring. We were boring. We didn't have the ball. But at this point in time, I'll take it. We didn't have the ball. We didn't do anything with it when we did have it. We lost the ball a lot. But we got the point. It's one of those days. Satisfying result. No one gave us a chance. They didn't. Hoot played really well. He was good. Otherwise, we were pretty shit. But we got the point. Why do you play strongly in front of goal? Because we don't shoot. And we didn't try. Our underlying number shows that we're doing well, actually. I don't know if they do. Let's have an open arms. Our underlying numbers. All square in your first competitive match. Was that a missed opportunity to start with a win against a team that's much better than us? A draw was a fair result. Stupid play now and would have created anything. Awful stuff. That point was not losing. I'm fine with not winning if we also don't lose. The important part was we didn't lose against a team that's higher than us in the table. I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. Olmaya is injured and he's out for... Oh, let's guess. 3 weeks? 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so I wasn't that far off. Good guess, me. But that means he's probably missing... I mean, he's missing half of the games we have left, which is kind of shit. As a result of concentrating on playing as a central defender, Hofmeier will gradually forget what he has learned about playing as a defensive midfielder. I don't think so. Hoyo, same thing with him. Platte as a left winger, yeah. He probably shouldn't be playing as a left winger, you know. Has he played as a left winger? He has played every single match as a striker. So what do you mean he would forget learning what he learned from playing as a left winger? Hoyo has not played as a defensive midfielder. Did Hofmeier? No. Right. That was fine. That was fine. It's him again. It's the masochist. He's here. Okay, let's kick this off. Despite being comprehensively outpossessed, you managed to avoid defeat. How do you reflect on that performance? Thought we played well as a team. We have to concede its possession, only struggle to use it to good effect. Well, we served something from the match. Tactical was excellent. We weren't at our best. Yeah, we'll have to concede possession if we are better. How do you think the two teams fared against each other from a tactical perspective? Well, I don't know, Egg. I learned a lot. Tell us about J.League player of the match winning performance. He was great. He was the best player on the pitch. He was absolutely faultless in my opinion. Yeah, he made saves he shouldn't have made. Go for any insight on why you set your team up to play this way? To get points. We want to win, isn't that the reason we're all here? You goose. Journalists. Gee. Silly people, all of them. Obviously there's something that's gone very wrong if the defending is the best thing about your performance. How dare you? That's rude. That's rude. Also, why am I getting... am I, like, following the St. Pauli still? I am. Extensive. Am I not following Paderborn? Okay, I am. Good. I probably don't need that much... probably don't need that much news about St. Pauli 2 at this point in time. Let's remove those. Let's get rid of. And all of the players for St. Pauli 2. Don't need to look at them. I don't need news about the goalkeeping coach from St. Pauli 2. Confirm. Let's stick with that. Do you think my nan would have done a better job up front than our strikers today? Because yeah, I'm getting like news from St. Pauli supporters. I don't care. Actually, let's remove St. Pauli as well. I need my own team. Please and thanks. Ha! Hoot player of the day. See the... clappers. Well done. Well done. And I complain about him being short. Me complaining about players being short. Ah, well. He did good. Like there were a few of those saves that he made that he probably shouldn't have made, but he made them. So can't really complain. Well, that's false. I always can. It was overnight to injury. Hofmeier, Hoyer, Koda, and Klaas. Klaas? Maybe? He could cover there, but probably Koda will be the one... Koda will probably be the one starting. Or with him being an actual defender. Hoyer and Hofmeier already play, but they are centre backs. And that's where I want them to be. During the match, more Western opponents are creating good opportunities. Yeah. By design. We're now playing Hertha Berlin, which is not brilliant either, but I don't think they are that much better than us. Are they? Monthly performance. Passes attempted. In the middle. Many more passes attempted than average. Basic analysis is probably the kindest thing you can say about that. Yeah. Well, that's very encouraging that we're coming up against the best performing attacking player and the best performing attacking team. And I was like, they're not doing too much better than us. They're not. They're 9th. However, apparently they're very good. I'm okay with the right wingers not remembering how to play as a central midfielder. I'm okay with that. Same with Klaas. He's not. He's not a defensive midfielder at this level. He's just not good enough at defending, which is kind of important. I think Bina is now a physio for the second team, and he's better than the head physio. And Clara Fabri. But at least one thing that I have to say is that at least this guy is getting staff in. Getting staff in, which is good. Aha. See, we should have gotten the curling job. They haven't gotten a point since appointing this new guy. He's lost 3 games in a row against, let's see, Gladbach, Leipzig, Augsburg. Augsburg was really the one that they probably should have gotten a point from, and that was away from home. But maybe he's playing too attacking. So they are good at set pieces. That's bad. They don't have a good off the ball. And their marking isn't great. I don't think I'll do anything with that information. Right, let's see. I want to pass into space so we can hopefully pop a few balls over the top for Conte and Ansa to run onto. Hopefully. That would be great. They're happy out on loan. Gallego is the one I would like to keep an eye on because he's pretty good. A central defender who can play fairly decently as a central defender. He's a little short. Again, why is it that everyone is kind of short? He loses the ball a lot, but that's probably because he's very progressive with his passing. Well, does he lose the ball a lot? His tackles one is great. He wins his headers. Maybe he's one to keep an eye on for prospective second season. Van der Werf, another centre back. Taller than most of the others. He wins a lot of tackles, but not percentage-wise. His headers one. His one rate is decent. He dribbles a lot. Why is he? He's playing most as a fullback. Okay. Yeah, that paints a different picture, doesn't it? He doesn't lose the ball a lot. That's something, but he also doesn't win it that much. And Nudge has been playing as an attacking midfielder. Yeah. be? Let's see. So Ezequem and Lipouts should be back soon. They should be back for the next game. Obama is gone. Zobel has signed a new contract. Is that good? A left-footed centre-back who cannot play with the ball. That's unfortunate. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty bad. He wins 100% of his tackles, but he tackles less than once per game. That's not good. Bertolt, we have a head of sports science. Yay! Yay! Awesome. So I think then that the issue with getting staff in was a second team issue rather than an issue with the director of football in general. Which again, that's a shame because it's an interesting. Nice, Union Berlin, do it! You can do it. They knocked out Bayern. That's awesome. That's what we like to see. But yeah, like starting as a second team manager it's far more interesting to me than always starting as a first team manager. You know, just getting a little bit of something. Like you get, it's a more natural progression, I think. I feel like you start at a lower level, not just in a lower division, but a lower league, or at the lower level as a second team manager, a youth team manager. I know that's something that's been requested as well, and it's something I would like to see. Starting as like a youth team head coach. Okay. And Marcel Busch is now a scout for the second team. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit of a difference. Can you please look for a sports scientist for the first team first, ahead, before you start looking for them for the second team? We still need one. We need a physio. We need scouts and recruitment analyst. Can we get a technical director in? Maybe he can do better on that front. Maybe he don't. Maybe he doesn't. What was I going to check? Right. Let's place an advert for a performance analyst as well, so we can see if we can get someone in. Unfortunately, they're part of the scouting staff. So, or the coaching staff, not the scouting, but the coaching staff, which is my job. When the only real thing I would like to do is, just the coaches, not the analysts, because I feel like that's. Is analysts really coaching staff? Maybe. I feel it's probably a little bit too restrictive, because they're not really recruitment staff and they're not medical staff, but they're not really coaching staff either, is it? Oh, nice. We have a new contract with David Stamm. And no release clause. That's good. Parkadardai is good. Fair enough, I guess. Spargo. Hannes Spargo. Leipzig is back in full training, that's good. And 4 of our games in the run-in are going to be televised. Okay. We'll take that. We'll take that. Throw-ins. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we did create a few chances of throw-ins. Maybe if we focus a little bit on that, we can maybe get a little bit of a goal. That would be great. Need fixture changes. There were fixture changes. Oh, did that? It didn't, did it? I don't think it did. I don't think it changed any of our scheduling. Let's see, in training, that's probably going to be easier to see. No. Yes. There we go. And match review. There we go. They moved the Hamburg game to be on a Sunday instead of a Saturday. I don't think we need 2 overalls. So let's have some goalkeeping one-on-ones. It's always nice to have the goalkeepers get some extra training in. Yeah, that's actually not a great schedule we have left. Hertha is good. Karlsruhe is bad, or are bad. Nuremberg are good. Elversberg are pretty good apparently. Hannover are good. Hamburg are good. They're better than 8th really. And Hansa Rostock are 2nd. So we have a little bit of a rough run in. So we might have to be more on the defensive side. Okay, we have some people responding, wanting to be our set piece coach. They're all bad at analyzing data, which is not surprising, maybe. A set piece coach that tends to rely on set pieces. No shit. I mean, we might still go for Dennis Beer. Like, he's not bad. They're basically... There's not too much of a difference. Think of the ones that are actually good set-piece coaches. The... Luke Nillis. Is he really a set-piece coach nowadays? Damn. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna... Mostly because that's also gonna mean we have to spend money. I think we'll go for Nathan Chettle. Let's approach design. How much would you want? 1.1? You can have... Let's start at like 750. And then we work our way up a little bit. 825, 850 and 25. Okay, that's perfectly fine with me. Echeto wants the Paderborn job. Okay, well, good. Good. I'm glad. You should want to. You should want the job. Otherwise, why would you apply for it? And... Let's see... Pre-match presser. Let's attend the press conference. Just by preseason hopes. Hertha looking bad. We have a look at the pylon. We're confident. Karlsruhe will continue the battle against relegation when they face Pauli. What do you think of their chance of avoiding the drop? Can I please say I'm here to talk about my team? They're struggling for a reason. It was difficult for them. How will your players respond to the disappointment against St. Pauli? Was it a disappointment? We got a point against a better team. The whole team wants to bounce back with a win, I guess. Bilbao has the intangible qualities so many players look for in a leader. How much does it help you in the way you set up your team? I want to focus on one player. We need to play as a team. Yeah. Will send us reportedly impressive training performance, earning a place in the team against Hertha Berlin. Maybe. If his training performance had been up to scratch, it would only be fair to play him. I guess. Yeah, this egg person is also really not a fan of me. She seems to be quite bummed out anytime there's a press conference. Right, so Kuda, you'll have to start, which means we can bring Ezequiel. Now, we do have Did Stamm disappear? He did for some reason. Oh, there he is. I'm just blind. Never mind. We might want to bring him still though, because we don't have anyone that can cover a right wing back. Unless we bring Leipots, who could. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring Leipots. He can play both right wing back and right winger. I don't like the order of the players. There we go. I always like to have my goalkeeper at 1 and then the striker the last one. So it's like a descending from the top. It's easier for me to find them then. But yeah, I think that's the team we're gonna throw on the pitch. However, that will I'll call here for today. We'll see. Maybe we'll continue on Monday. It all depends on when the FM26 beta comes out, because I will basically jump on that as soon as it's available. I'll stick to the usual times that I stream, but yeah, it'll be probably the day after, or the day I would regularly stream after the beta releases. Then I will be on it. Like, what's it? There's some saying. I will be on it like fur on dog. I don't know. Something. Until then.